Welcome to Culpitt How-To Video Guides. I'm Vicky and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this simple yet charming Christmas cake using our Culpitt Printed Sugar. So what you'll need is a 6-inch square cake sheeted, and we've chosen a fruit cake. You'll need a craft knife, some Culpitt edible glue, a ruler and Culpitt Printed Sugar. You'll need 2 of the red spots and 3 of the holly. Firstly, we're going to do the base ribbon. For the base ribbon, you'll need 2 of the Culpitt holly sugar sheets, which measure 148 by 148 millimeters. So I'm just going to take my ruler and I'm just going to mark the spot at 74 millimeters on the sugar at the top end, and I'm going to do the same on the bottom end. And then I'm just going to cut through the sugar with the craft knife, making sure I'm very careful. It's very sharp. There we go. And so once you've cut the sugar, I just need to repeat the step with the second set of sugar, and then we'll be ready to put the ribbon on the cake. So now you should have 4 strips of sugar measuring 74 by 148 millimeters, and we're going to start placing them on the cake. Firstly, I'm just going to line them up to where I want the sugar to be before I stick them on. So I'll show you on this side. If you just place the sugar so it's touching the cake board in the centre, line up across the middle, and then we're going to do the same with the opposite piece of sugar until we've got them into the position that we'd like. And then I'm just going to use our edible glue, which has a paintbrush inside already, which is quite handy. And I'm just going to paint across the bottom of the cake and across the top of the sugar. And then I'm just going to place the sugar and lightly press it down until it's secure. And I'm going to repeat the step on the other side. So now we should have stuck on our 4 pieces of ribbon. And as you can see, the bottom 2 are overlapped by the top 2 ribbons, but that's just so that it's a more realistic ribbon effect. And don't worry about the gaps in between the ribbon, because you won't see that once we've added the bow to the top. So let's move on to the next set of ribbons. For the smaller ribbon, we're going to use our red spot printed sugar, and I'm going to cut it into 25mm strips. So as before, I'm just going to mark out on the sugar at the top where I need to cut it. So just mark out 25mm 4 times. And the same on the bottom end of the sugar. And then again, being very careful with the craft knife, I'm going to cut the sugar into 4 strips. Right, so now I've got 4 lengths of sugar. Using the same process as before, I'm going to stick the sugar onto the centre of the cake. So just using Culpitt edible glue, once I've got the sugar in position, I'm just going to brush the glue onto the sugar and then fix it into place. And finally, we're going to do the bow. And for the bow, you'll need 3 strips of the holly sugar, 2 for the loops measuring 11 centimeters by 2.5 centimeters, and 1 for the centre of the bow measuring 6 centimeters by 2.5 centimeters. To make the loops, you just take the first section of the longer ribbon and put it together end to end, so you've got 1 loop. Just paint one end of one side of the sugar and stick it together. Using the other strip, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to stick it to the outside of the other loops, so it'll be together like so. And then once that's all stuck together, we're going to use the final strip to wrap round the centre of the bow, and we're going to stick in place with some edible glue. So once you've made the bow, we're just going to attach it to the top of the cake. You just paint the underside of the bow with a little bit of edible glue and then turn it over and place it in the centre of the ribbon, and we're done. Now, if you'd like to add any extra finishing touches to your cake, one suggestion would be to use the other pack of the red spot sugar and just use it like a ribbon along the bottom of the cake. Or alternatively, you could use a red ribbon, and you could also use this to line the bottom of your board as well. So I've shown you today how to make the parcel cake for a Christmas cake, but it doesn't only work with Christmas, you could use it for birthday cakes. And here with our zebra and leopard printed sugar. And again here with our pink blossom and butterfly printed sugar. So why not give it a try and share with us on Facebook? For more information and more ideas on how to use our printed sugar, head to www.culpitt.com. Bye!